Hi there, welcome to Demirxcare channel where we talk about medication and how to use them properly.
Don't forget to hit your like and subscribe button in order to get alerts whenever we post other educating videos. Alright, so
Today we're going to be talking about allergies. For the sake of time, we're going to be focusing on tablets that you can take for your allergies, because we do know that this is seasonal allergies and we need to keep those pollen in check, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive right in. So what are some tablets that you can use for seasonal allergies? So these include Benadryl. We have the cetirizine, which is also known as Zyrtec, loratadine, which is also known as Claritin, and we also have some other ones, which are your fexofenadine, the Allegra, and the levocetirizine, which is your Zysol. So those are about the 5 main medications that are over the counter. They're very effective for seasonal allergies. All right, so we're going to dive right in. What are some signs of seasonal allergies? So it include runny nose, congestions, like, when you feel stuffy in your nose, red or itchy and watery eyes, sore throat, coughing, wheezing, sinus, as well as facial pressure. So what are some continuous seasonal allergy medication that you can take in order to help keep those symptoms in check? As we do know, due to the pollen, a lot of people do get cold symptoms because of the reaction they get from the pollen that falls when you're outdoor. All right, so Benadryl. So Benadryl is a medication that we commonly use for like symptoms such as itchy and runny nose, sneezing, watery and itchy eyes, as well as itchy throat as well. Also, we have your cetirizine, which we use for like your sneezing, runny nose, itchy skin, rash, itchy and watery eye, as well as itchy throat as well. So we would use cetirizine, loratadine, fexofenadine, as well as the levocetirizine for these seasonal allergic reaction that patients do get. So we're going to break it down into 2 sections. So the Benadryl is one of the most effective medications that are used for seasonal allergies. So Benadryl is very effective and it works very fast compared to the other medications in that class. Okay, so what are some side effects that you need to look out for when you're taking Benadryl? So Benadryl can cause drowsiness, so it can make you very sleepy, which makes it less favorable among the other medications. So you don't want to feel sleepy during the day, and which is why most patients will tend to pick like your Zyrtec, your Claritin, Zysol, your Allegra compared to Benadryl. However, it doesn't stop the fact that it's still the most effective one out of the class. All right, so it can also cause headache as well. So if you're having that sleepy feeling or drowsiness feeling and you're not sleeping, it can cause a headache. And if you're not getting enough sleep, or you're drowsy and you're not able to sleep, that can cause headache as well. So, and also some of the side effect if you use it too much is dry mouth, dry eye, dry nose. So it can cause dryness in our sinuses if you don't use it as prescribed, or you're taking too much at a time. And also, it's a medication where you have to take it frequently. So it's usually used about every 4 to 6 hours to kind of help control symptoms. So it works faster and the effect goes away faster. So it doesn't last too long, which makes it less favorable as well, because you have to take it more often compared to the other medications that are usually once a day. All right. And it's also not preferred in patients who have glaucoma, like prostate issues, and other certain health conditions. So you want to make sure you're discussing with your healthcare professional before choosing that medication. All right, so for our Zyrtec, Claritin, Allegra, and Xyzal, they have milder side effect when it comes to the drowsiness. And also a good thing about these medication is that you can take it once a day and you're good for 24 hours compared to Benadryl where you have to take it more often. All right. And what are also some of the side effects of this medication? They can cause drowsiness as well, but like I said, it's not as much as Benadryl. Also, they can cause a headache and all this dryness when you take it too much as well. I know there was a time that, I was taking too much Zyrtec because of the pollen and I was having those symptoms. And when I tell you I was having dry eyes, it was bad. Like I could barely look at my phone screen. I kind of got a bit of a taste of what it feels to have dry eyes, and it is not pretty. So you want to make sure you're not taking too much of those medication and kind of keeping it to a minimal to help control your side effect when you're outdoors, okay? And one of the things that you can also try as well is when you go outdoor, making sure you're washing your hands and, kind of making sure you're not touching areas where it's going to get into your body, system very easily, okay? All right, so for the Zyrtec and Xyzal, they have a faster onset compared to the other ones, which are the Claritin, your Allegra. So they also work best as well. So I personally recommend Zyrtec. It works great for me. Although these medications can be a bit expensive, I would recommend getting them way before the pollen season because they're usually cheaper during those times. So if you walk into your pharmacy and you see them on sale and it's winter time, make sure you grab enough, okay? All right. And also when we're talking about loratadine and fexofenadine, which is the Allegra and Claritin, those work best because they're very less drowsy. So they would recommend that also in pregnant patients as well. And you want to make sure that you're taking it with full glass of water. And it's usually all these medication that I listed, they're taking once a day. So it's very nice that you're able to just take it once a day and you're good. Usually they recommend taking it about 30 minutes to an hour before going outside. So the medication can kind of kick in before you start getting exposed to the pollen if you're going to be engaging in some outdoor activity. All right. So what are some of the ways you can improve your chances of having seasonal allergies without medication? So making sure you're changing your hair filters in your home. This is very important. Even during pollen or without pollen season, it's recommended to kind of help change those filters to kind of help clean hair in your home. Also, you can use a humidifier if you know you're going to be in a room for a long period of time, such as when you're sleeping. You can kind of use a humidifier as well. Also, making sure you're staying well hydrated, drinking plenty of water while you're outdoors. And also, a major thing is reducing the time you spend outdoors during the pollen season, because the more you spend time outdoors, the more you get exposed to the pollen, the more symptoms that you're going to get. So making sure, it's a great thing that we're all wearing face masks now. So our exposure to the pollen is kind of masked a bit. So making sure that you're keeping up with that and making sure you're protecting yourself. Like I said, when you go out there and you're coming inside, making sure you're washing your hands very often, to make sure you're not putting those pollen infested hands somewhere you're not supposed to put it, like your eye, your nose, your mouth. Yeah. Yucky. So that's all I have for you guys today. So make sure, if you do enjoy this video, make sure you like, you subscribe, make sure you leave your comments down below so I can know how you guys feel, if you were able to enjoy this video, and if you like me to also talk about various medications that you would want to know more about, make sure you comment them in the comment section so I can take a look and start working on it as soon as possible. All right. Thank you and stay blessed.